What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make Indigo Park Chapter 1 in Minecraft. This is part 16, and in this one, we're going to be doing the Lloyd building, at least the outside of it, along with getting kind of all the buildings in this corner done, including this flat wall here. Just getting this whole, basically what's on your screen right now. Anyway, though, that is all. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial. That building takes forever, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so we're going to get the probably the worst one out of this entire area done, which is the Lloyd one, at least the facade of it. Get out the following materials to start. Smooth quartz slabs, smooth quartz blocks, dark oak planks, dark oak trapdoors, black concrete, bone blocks, red concrete, light blue concrete, and white concrete. We'll only need those briefly, but we'll actually start with this. So if you head to this fun little stone layout, you want to take either of these frontmost stones, these singular guys here, and extend either one up with a bone block, a red concrete, then you'll go light blue, white, and then another red on top of that. You'll then extend the top red and the white and light blue each to the sides with a red, which will give you this. And we'll then extend this center red up with an additional 3 bone blocks. And you can get rid of each of those 3 concretes and get out smooth quartz stairs, and I don't really know if there's anything else yet. We can go bamboo trapdoors and birch wood. Why not? But off of the, kind of above these banners, that's what they are, you'll take the corner reds and place opposite on smooth quartz stairs facing forward. You'll then take the other 2 singular stones behind this, which would be this one. Basically, you have 2 more that are each 3 blocks apart from each other, and extend them up to the same height with bone blocks. If you want a number, it's 8. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. I don't know why I was dreading starting this particular video because of this building, but here goes. You will connect each of those top bone blocks together with opposite on smooth quartz slabs. Only front to back, you're not going across yet. Just kidding, you can. Well, don't connect the front ones. So, like, if you connect these backbone blocks here, you can just, like, bring this line forward continually until you're 1 short of the front, for now. I guess if you really ended up filling the front, it wouldn't end the world or anything, because there's just a couple blocks, and I want to place those blocks rather than turning them into blocks from slabs. It's a, I don't know. It's a me thing. Should give you this. Extending in from those front bone blocks, you will place 2 smooth quartz blocks, an upside down smooth quartz stair facing in, and then you'll just connect together from there with upside down slabs. Extend either block on these sides here up with smooth quartz slabs. You will then extend kind of in from those with 2 upside down smooth quartz slabs. You will need probably a placeholder to get these in, which is fine. And then up diagonally in with a, I guess it'd be 2 slabs going in. And then between those you'll place upside down slabs again. So essentially it'll give you this. You'll just kind of keep going up row by row. Behind each upside down slab, I'm going to place blocks, which are going to be these lower ones here that just barely stick up, and then the top there. And I'll just kind of connect these bottom smooth quartzes together, which will fill in the center there. I'll extend the slabs back by, what is it? I'm going to say 7, I think. Of course it's 8, it would be 1 off, wouldn't it? And then I'll extend the blocks back with blocks. You can technically do upside down slabs, but I don't really see the point in doing so. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, that one's 7. So the slabs are back by 8, the blocks are back by 7. It's just back to the back line of this, and it should be pretty self-explanatory that way. You should have this. Now, where do we even go from this point? I have no idea. You want to take each, well, I can't say each. Inside of these front pillars of bone blocks, you're going to take this stone directly inside of it, and you're going to extend up with 3 dark oak trapdoors open kind of to the outside, almost against the pillar. You would then a block inside of that place dark oak trapdoors open to the inside, again 3 going up. I will behind each trapdoor place black concrete, and those are some windows. And you can take really any block, it doesn't matter which one you start with, as long as it's either a stone or a spruce plank, and you'll extend up with a smooth quartz slab, block, slab, block, slab, block, slab, block. And it should give you this essentially where you have these half block gaps between the rows, as you can see. And you will bring these kind of all the way on top of this shape. Now, 2 things. We don't have stones on the kind of corners here. However, make sure you're going fully around, kind of in the sense where the corners would be. As in at least those inner corners. So essentially the first row would look like this. You can see those sections where it sticks out, it would come back to the same point, and you would not leave this block missing. Because when we're going to add a row inside of this, and you kind of want to make sure you can see that full inner row. Worst case, you know, I mean, you could technically remove it, I guess, and just have it end like you would have the plank here, and then you wouldn't be able to see around. It doesn't actually make that much of a difference, I guess. But I don't know, I think it looks better with it fully visible. And then there will be a point where you'll also go over those dark oak trapdoors, so make sure you do that. I think it's this row of blocks that I'm on, actually. Yeah, it is. And I think with that same row, you can also go over top of the doorway. So pretty much once you're past the windows, you have a flat row of smooth quartz on the back there. Before these little bump outs. There's a couple we'll have to break for one reason or another, but don't worry about that a ton yet. Almost there. I think it's, yep, after this, it's almost done. Okay. You should end up with this. Cool. You want to kind of around the perimeter of each dark oak slab, or what, smooth quartz slab row plus dark oak planks, as in inside of it, not outside. I don't know why I said outside. So it would give you this, basically. I missed the spruce, by the way. Don't do what I did here and leave the spruce open. Although, do you back this side? You do. Okay, so that's just visible, apparently. That's good. How did I miss that? That's wild, actually. Because when you go here, it would be visible from there, but I left it. I didn't do anything about it, so it's there, all right. But yeah, go next to the door also on these rows to like there, but don't go across it. We'll add the door in a little bit here, and you'll kind of see how that shapes out better, but you know. We might actually clear our inventory, even though we didn't use some of these, just because I would like to get all of the details on this bottom portion done before we move to the top half. I don't think that's a bad idea. A dad idea, yes. You should have this. Honestly, kind of like the way that looks. It's very interesting, but okay. Yeah, sure. Clear your inventory and get out the following: light gray concrete, smooth quartz stairs, smooth quartz slabs, warped slabs, bamboo slabs, stone slabs. Wow, there's a slab party. Pale oak button, warped planks. Are you serious? And warp stairs. I found another mistake. That's wild. That one I can fix though. In the tutorial, a lot easier. Starting with the door, extend each warp plank up by 3. I just, like, don't have a row up here. There's nothing at the top. So, whatever. Extend the bottom and top planks back by an additional 1. And then you would bring... I guess you'll take these bottom planks and extend them up with a warp stair facing forward, and then an upside down warp stair facing forward. To the right of the entrance, you'll place a pale oak button here on the smooth quartz. Row of upside down stone slabs at the top here, which would almost cut off the dark oak row that doesn't exist there. Above the center 2 slabs on these smooth quartz, you'll place a set of upside down smooth quartz stairs facing away from each other, with slabs on top. Replace the slabs behind those slabs with light gray concrete, and then extend the light gray in either direction by 2, which is just left and right, not up. Extend the middle 4 light gray up again. You'll have to break through the smooth quartz for that, but yeah. Just to the left of this weird little trapezoid above the door, you'll place an upside down warp slab off of this light gray. Bamboo slab out just above it, and then you'll kind of go up diagonally right, down diagonally right with bamboo, and then from that bamboo you'll do two things. You'd go down diagonally right with a warped, and up diagonally right with a bamboo, which looks like this. At the front we have a similar thing going on, as in this kind of top roof. If you take the... It'd be the inner row of upside down smooth quartz slabs here on the kind of outside. It's this one, the 4th slab in total. You'll place a light gray in front of either and connect them together. The middle 6 you'll extend up? Yes. Take the furthest left light gray at the bottom, count right by 1, and place an upside down warp slab. We're ignoring upside down and right side up from this point. You'll go down diagonally right with warped, up diagonally right, right, down diagonally right, right, which should look like this. You'll do a similar thing from the top. You'll start from this left warp slab and place a bamboo directly above it. Then go up diagonally right, right, down diagonally right, up diagonally right, and down diagonally right again. Which reminds me of something, but I don't know what. It's so familiar. Clear your inventory, although you do need these smooth quartz stairs and slabs if you want to keep them. I'm going to. And in addition, get out bone blocks, smooth quartz blocks, birch wood. I almost just grabbed strip pale oak for some reason. I saw white and was like, yep, that's the right one. Black concrete, and bamboo trapdoors, and anything else. We can get out quartz pillar. And maybe diorite walls. We'll grab them. We might not use them, but we'll have them. So starting from either side, and this is another mistake I noticed before I started, you want to take these rows of smooth quartz that stick out here, and you want to extend this end smooth quartz on both the left and the right up by 13 with bone blocks. Now, the mistake is actually, I have this bottom smooth quartz on one side as a bone block and the other a smooth quartz. So, make your pick, honestly. It doesn't matter which one it is. You can extend that bone block row, though, back with 2 rows of smooth quartz. I must have just, like, not been locked in when I built this, because what the hell was going on? How have I found, like, 4 mistakes in this part alone? From the bottom here, you want to extend kind of, I guess, just in with the 3 smooth quartz, and then you would go 4 with 1 smooth quartz and then a bone block facing up. And that bone block you can bring up to the same height. And actually, I guess both smooth quartz rows behind it, why not? So we're going to kind of frame where the windows go, and then we'll add the windows. Sounds like a good idea. From this point, you can take this bone block's position and pretty much leaving a gap of 2 from it, You'll do the exact same thing here. You'll have the row of bone blocks on the front with the 2 rows of smooth quartz behind, which means you'll have just like 3 pillars of this that just kind of exist. I don't really do anything, but... Fork. From the back smooth quartz row, you will... It doesn't matter which side. You'll go in with a bone block, 2 smooth quartz, bone block, 2 smooth quartz, bone block, and just repeat that infinitely until you... Well, not infinitely, until you reach the other side. And then each of those bone blocks you can bring up to the same height yet again. Because why not? Are the windows on these sides different, or is just the bottom row that's different? I noticed that the bottom row, whoopsies, was like inverted from what it should have been, in a sense. Let me see. It's just the bottom one is different. Okay. So, in the... We got a lot of sections here. You're going to take... Actually, we'll just start with the outermost one. Why not? You want to just kind of on this top row of smooth quartz, in this kind of outermost one, you'll place bamboo trapdoors opened against it on the front. Above that, you'll place a set of smooth quartz stairs facing into each other, and then above that, a set of upside-down stairs facing into each other, which will give you a window. These are how all the windows are going to go. It's going to be this formation of stairs. The next one in, you would do the same thing. The only difference is, instead of placing the trapdoors off of this smooth quartz, you go up diagonally in with a row of smooth quartz and place the trapdoors there. I guess up diagonally back, not in. And then you would have these stairs above that. And you can see that it should be in line with the outer window. You will then, for the center here, all of these in the dead center, you'll just bring each smooth quartz up by 2. From this point, I'm going to explain this with 1 pillar. From the bottom, you'll start with a row of smooth quartz with bamboo trapdoors open against it. Above that smooth quartz, you'll have a sideways row of birch wood. You'll then have the stairs, so the 2 stairs facing into each other with the opposite-on ones above that. And then on top of that, your smooth quartz blocks with the bamboo trapdoors open against. Sideways birch wood on top of the smooth quartz. The set of smooth quartz stairs facing into... Actually, just the full window of it. Why not? Smooth quartz blocks above that with bamboo trapdoors open against. And then just 1 more row of smooth quartz on top. And that should reach you the very top? Sure, why not? But as you can see, that's the pattern. So basically, if you want something a little bit more memorable, it's smooth quartz, birch, window. That's it. That is the system. Until you reach the top, obviously, you'll notice you wouldn't be able to have the window above the birch, so you would just want another row of smooth quartz. And then you'd have the bamboo trapdoors over pretty much every row of smooth quartz but the top row. If you would want it reiterated or want it said again, you can just rewatch that first clip. I don't feel like saying it again. I'm gonna be so on it. Wait, no, it's smooth quartz first. Frick, I messed it up. It did not take long, right? Yes. Yes. Why did I thought I did that wrong? What is that grammar? So the birch is directly below the windows instead. I know the bamboo was for the one time, but then I don't know why it's like that. I don't remember if that... No, that had to have been the build. Because that is not something I would have done like that. I would have had it taller if that weren't the case. So I'm blaming Indigo Park. It's never my fault. The trapdoors are above the windows, I guess, is the way you can remember. That's probably more easy to point out because of the fact that... Whoopsies. Because of the fact that the top there that I just messed up. And then you're doing it in the middle here as well. I'm going to start with the smooth quartz. Why not? Actually, that'd be wrong because it'd be 2 rows of smooth quartz. Captain Mistake Maker over here. Not a ton of windows. I mean, overall, like, there's 2 rows of windows, so... You know, I mean, it's not a ton. It absolutely could be less, but... I think for the amount of wall space in total, it's not like it's a lot of windows, but I for some reason thought it was more rows than 2. But nope, it is 2. Yeah, this is about to be the whole part for real, this one building, which is kind of funny. And then the trap doors. Yeah, I do have the bottom ones here. Above the windows that don't exist. Honestly, it's a weird pattern, but it doesn't look half bad. Like, I don't know. I don't mind it. You will, behind each window, or just really behind each stair, place black concrete to seal them up. You can place these in full rows or however you need to make it easier for you. I'm just gonna, actually I'll go across here for these. Why not? Save a little bit of time. Rather than having to manually place each. But then again, the more time I waste, the better. The more parts I get out of this. Not really. Not that, well, I guess it would probably add up decently quick. Anywho, it should give you this. Last thing for the bottom section, at least, we'll have to bring one of the sides back, but I'm not worried about that yet. Off of the top smooth quartz, really, I want to say only the smooth quartz, but that's technically wrong. You're placing upside-down smooth quartz slabs. Just make sure you don't go in front of these pillars that kind of stick out. You're going across the full center and then across these little kind of ridges on the sides. As you can see, it looks like that. And that's the full bottom done there. Good job. Other than, again, the side has to be brought back to the right side. And there's more windows over there, apparently. I didn't know that. Well, then I guess we should do those next. So on the right side, I'm going to take the top smooth quartz, and you should have 2 blocks here. Behind this pillar, you're going to extend back an additional 11. Like so. You would then extend right with 2 smooth quartz, bone block, 2 smooth quartz, bone block. And you would write these bone blocks so they're facing up. But you're copying the windows from this section. So essentially, I'm going to just bring these bone blocks down like that far. It doesn't really matter if they go too far because you can't see it anyway. But I'll take these smooth quartz and I'll go down with a row of smooth quartz, excluding the left here. That's not important. Then I'll have the stairs for the windows. Ooh, these are going to be fun to place on this side. The 2 rows of stairs in total, though. Then the birch wood. Smooth quartz. The stair formation for the windows. Okay. Okay, part 2. And then you'd have birch wood again below that. Then smooth quartz. Then your stairs. And then it would just be smooth quartz the rest of the way down. The only thing I'm going to tell you is make sure the bottom of this is lower than that. I did not go low enough, actually. But that it's lower than the birch slabs. It doesn't have to be a ton lower. Really only a block, technically. It doesn't have to be as low, technically speaking, but... Honestly, what I would do is come over here and just, like, jump against the wall. And if you can't see the... Okay, well, I can see the bottom still. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. But then you would have the bamboo trapdoors below the bottom window and above each other window, including that bottom one. Which would look like this. You would have the upside down smooth quartz slabs in front of this particular like row, and then you'd come off of the right side by 1 and back. I brought this wall back like a good amount, but I'll explain that in a sec. Black off each window with black concrete, and then... Come on, finish faster. That's what she said. Sorry. I'm gonna fill in this, like, left wall here with smooth quartz. At least, like, you know, to the extent that I can. What you might want to do is... And this is personal preference... Remove these dark oak here that stick over, including these corners, and replace these particular slabs only on this side with smooth quartz stairs that face left. And just so you can't see the gap, and you maybe might want to actually curl this like corner one in like that. And then you can just fill everything behind that with smooth quartz. I think that is going to be the best idea here. Because then you can't... You can't see the dark oak through the other side. And it just gives you a nice flat wall. But do whatever you like. I'm gonna have to remember to do that on the original. Somebody remind me. Maybe I'll remember after. I mean, I got like 20 minutes left, including intro and just like relaxing for a minute. It's a lot of talking in these tutorials. You don't realize how much I gotta yap. I mean, you probably can hear it, but it's a lot more than I have to in streams, and a lot more specific. Anyway, I'll bring this row of bone blocks on the right, just back with smooth quartz as far as you want, with upside down smooth quartz slabs off the side of at least the top row. The further the better, maybe, but the only point with this is to make sure that it actually looks like there's a solid wall here, because otherwise there's not, and you can see that. Although I didn't on the other side. But you can't really see that. I mean, like, maybe if you're here, you might be. I mean, even then, you still really can't. And that's without the building wall there, so... yeah. Oh, speaking of buildings, that diagonal one's gonna be fun. That's sarcastic. It's not gonna be fun at all. Anyway, on top of this section, we can add the next section up. If you're looking at the top, you want to find the center. I'll give you a hint. It's right here. It's, you know, above the center row of windows here, and it's also between these two bone blocks. You will extend those smooth quartz up with... how many bone blocks? 10 each. Although it'd be pretty dumb if I said 10 in total and then made you do the math. Alright, so you want to bring each of these 10 blocks up by a total of 75. How would that even... you'd have to bring up some of them by half blocks. Well, I guess slabs. The outermost bone blocks on this flat portion you'll also bring up with 10 bone blocks. Like so. Here's a fun one. You're gonna love this step. Excluding the top row, because that doesn't matter, a block behind this you want to fill in with sideways quartz pillars. You do not want to go behind the bone blocks like that. I mean, you can use it to fill at least, but... you'll see why. I did something. This might be the stupidest thing I've done in any build. Not any build, but this might be the stupidest thing I've done in this map. I don't know why I did this. I remember doing it too. Now that I'm building this, I remember doing it, and I don't know why, but I did. You'll see in a sec. We're almost there. Cool. And then you can just break the placeholders if you had them. Because you want to bring the quartz pillars on the ends back another row. Now here's the catch and why this is so stupid. You're placing another row where you're seeing the, like, stem portion, quote-unquote, of the block. So it'll look like this from the side. The only reason I did this is to keep the, look of it consistent. You can place an inner row of blocks, by the way, like I did. But just so you have the same texture visible on this little side. Still doesn't make it any smarter, but I mean, this is what I did, so... I will place a placeholder row of blocks behind that as well, behind the quartz pillar. And then from there, I'll extend out with 5 sideways quartz pillars, and then a row of bone blocks that is upward facing at the end once you place the quartz pillar. Or you can place it first, so you can just kind of... I want to say ping pong back and forth, but I don't think that's right. I guess it's not wrong. I just don't really think ping pong should be used in that context. 5, and then the bone block is there. You'll be like a block off from the slabs? No, the blocks. Forgot those were not slabs there. These bone blocks you do not want to make taller, by the way, like the front ones. I should specify that, maybe, considerably. So it should look like this. Again, as at your own discretion, you will bring these sides back with sideways quartz pillar, just as far back as you would like. What I did on the right side here is I just brought it back, you know, XYZ amount of blocks. And then I have another row of bone blocks on the end here where these stairs will wrap around. Like, maybe that far is good. You can kind of see I'm, like, almost halfway through my positioning of this wall, but you can see about the spacing. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't even have to be close. Again, it's up to you. You could make this section a square. That's an option, because then you would have the dome directly centered, which would be kind of nice. But it's up to you. And this only needs to be done on the right side. The left, you can bring back, like, 1 or 2 blocks, but you don't need it that far back. Just enough so you can kind of curl the stairs around. I'll just go 3 quartz back. Quartz pillars, rather. Like so. Around the top quartz pillars, I guess a block above, you want to wrap with upside down smooth quartz stairs around the full thing. The only thing that you're not wrapping around is these bone blocks that we brought taller earlier. You'll kind of just connect together between them on the front and then just continue on about your day. And it should look, I'm going to again wrap around the back here, but it should look like this. You'll have another one in what should be the dead center row of quartz pillars. It should be 4 off the top and bottom. You will wrap around again in the exact same fashion. And yeah, wow, this building is literally taking the whole part. That is insane. But then again, Playco taking like 12 parts. Actually, Bendy would be too. What was the new Playco? 15? Somewhere in that 15 to 10 range. Maybe a little more than that, I don't remember. Anyway, it should look like this. I'm going to fill in the top with smooth quartz to the back portion that I did here on the left. You don't need this filled in because you can't see it. However, if you want to like actually make a full top section and kind of fill out the building more, you absolutely can. It's not going to hurt you. I'm very big on perspective and saving time where I can, and in this situation, it's not filling in anything, so, you know. But what you can end up doing is, why are there rows of black concrete, whatever. You want to take the 4th smooth quartz back from the center. Actually, it'd be the 5th, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th. You should have 5 at least, hopefully. You'll extend up with 4 bone blocks from either block in the center. You'll then go up diagonally back. They should still face up. Up diagonally back by, actually just 1 again. These will face forward. So then go back. Up diagonally back and back 3. And it should look like this. The sides of that top row of 4, you'll bring the center 2 out with bone blocks that face left to right, and then you go down diagonally out from either, and then out. You can probably see where this is going. It's a dome. Then down diagonally out with bone blocks facing up and down. Down 1. Down diagonally out, and down by tree, as in 3. You can if you want. Again, I actually didn't make the back side of this. I can't even lie. You can fill in the back if you would like as well. I might just cut off this row. No, I'll leave it. That's fine, because I think it's going to be helpful to have. But what you can do from this point is take the bottom bone blocks on the front and extend out with a smooth quartz. You'll then extend back diagonally out. Back diagonally out. Back, and then you would place a smooth quartz off the front of these bone blocks. And again, if you want, copy the back the same way with the bone block arch as well and stuff. Bring each smooth quartz up by 2. So you have 3 full rows that are the same. You will take these front bone blocks again, and you'll go just immediately back diagonally out with a smooth quartz. Out 1. Back diagonally out 2, and then back 1. Copy that row. And then you'll start from these next bone blocks, I guess, and just go out with a smooth quartz on either side. And then back diagonally out 3, and it'll connect. You then want to basically just fill in these kind of triangles you have a block up. So if you just inline with these rows of 2 bone blocks, you'll fill in the remainder of the spacing. Cool. On each diorite wall kind of side, you want to play, or on each bone block kind of like trim, you want to place diorite walls like so on top and kind of just surrounding it. You want to leave the top open though, you don't want to place anything there, because we'll have a spire on the top. And I also just didn't for the blocks where that does not appear from. Cool. The center 2x2 of bone blocks you'll bring up by 2 each with bone blocks, and then 2 with diorite walls. And then 4 with iron bars, so you can just get rid of whatever and get them out. And that is the Lloyd building done. That took forever. You can clear your inventory. I think we're gonna do this building now next, the one from the entrance. And we might, if we have time, get the stone brick monstrosity in, but I'm not sure about that. Get out bricks. Crimson slabs. Black concrete. Pale oak fence gates. Pale oak signs. We might need orange terracotta and oak wood, I'm not sure. And spruce planks, we will need spruce planks for sure. We'll definitely need oak wood, I'm not sure about the orange though. So where the doors are, you want to extend, actually either like top inner corner up with a black concrete and connect together to give you a row of 4. Extend it up with another row of black concrete and then a row of bricks. I will place, going left to right on this top row of black concrete, a pale oak fence gate, then an opened one, a closed one, which should have been the first one as well, by the way, then another opened one. Row below, I'll start going left to right again. I'll place a sign, closed fence gate, open fence gate, sign. And that should be familiar. We did that 2 parts ago in here. You should have the bricks laid out to a specific point. You can actually check to see if this is right, because if you look at the door on the left, you're 1 short of where it starts, the birch doorway. And on the other one, you're like the 3rd, I think, into it. So yeah, I guess halfway through it. You will bring the bricks up by, what is 6 rows? Or alternatively, you're just connecting it into this top row of bricks we added above that sign. And you're filling in this full area with well, bricks. I don't think we might have time for the stone bricks. We'll see. I might squeeze it in just because. That is really annoying, though. I am giving you fair warning. Cool. In front of that top row of bricks, I'll place a row of upside down crimson slabs with a row of regular slabs on top. I'm going to... What I might suggest is I mixed in oak wood and spruce, or like oak wood here on the sides of the orange, but I might just bring the orange across all the way to the ends of the slabs. I think it's going to look better to just have it as 1 block rather than the weird transition I had. Like so. I think that was because the original room we used oak wood, though, or something, and I just never changed the outer blocks. But you would take these spruce planks up diagonally from that extent and extend them out to the same point. Although for these, I make the ends cyan terracotta. And you can either... You can make the ends of the orange also cyan, or maybe even oak wood, just for fun. I might use oak wood. Why not? But, yeah. It should look something like that. You can technically replace this row of spruce with a row of slabs if you don't like the way that it looks. I wouldn't recommend it because it will screw with the lighting from the inside, but it's up to you if you want it to look better. One thing I will say, and you'll see this I think a lot, at least, well, maybe not again after this. I think the rest is pretty fine perspective-wise. But there are certain buildings that should be brought back on these sides that I didn't. Like this one... You know what I mean? Like, you can see that pretty obviously. So I would just, like, you can just bring the bricks, the oak wood row, and the cyan back. Kind of like this. Just as far back as you think you need. Uh, it's up to you. Like, you could just kind of go, I don't know, maybe to, like, here, like, a little past that orange. And, well, I went one past directly. And kind of just box it off. This side is a bit more challenging because you do have the, like, actual train path. Although, I do have a wall blocking that, actually. So if you get rid of, I guess, your cyan terracotta and get out dark oak slabs. I needed that! Whatever. And it is... Where this wall sticks out, this little gray wall, or the orange wall, I guess, you'll just kind of have a row of spruce planks just in front of it that'll go over. And I have it going, like, way out. It goes past the end and then some of the birch wall here, or the oak birch wall. Like about to there. And then I have it, how many rows tall? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. I have it 14 tall, including the row you already placed. And then a row of dark oak slabs on top from there. And I'm going to slash fill this. Because I want to try to get the stone brick one marked. Fun fact about that one, you can't slash fill it. Because it's a diagonal. Should give you this, though, for the spruce wall. You can clear your inventory, and I'm going to get out stone bricks and, I don't know, some placeholder block. I'm going to go, what is a really obnoxious block? Shroom lights, why not? Gotta give them some love somehow. But what I'm going to do is take the like far end birch slab closest to the Lloyd section here. And I'm going to take this end one, and I'm going to just count back from it with 9 of whatever the placeholder block will be. And then I'll place a stone brick, and then those placeholders can be removed immediately. I'll go diagonally towards Lloyd's by just 1, and I will go diagonally in the other direction by 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. You're going to go 29 diagonals this way. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20... Wait, I can actually just use that. Okay, yeah, no, it's still further. 22, 24, 26, 28, 29? Is that correct? About, yes. Wait, I can use the door. I am in line with that particular birch in my situation. Which, yes, that is correct. I forgot there was another doorway, so I got scared for a sec, but we're good. You can absolutely square this off, however, you would need the number of diagonals the other way, wouldn't you? If you take really either end, I'm going to take this one, and go diagonally the other way, this would be 1. You want, don't worry, it's not as many. You want 19 diagonals. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. And you can do the same from the other one. I'll do a couple. I don't really think you're going to need, like, any. I'll just go, like, 4 or something. But because you can't see it, like, you can see the angle from here. But I don't think, like, I don't think it's going to be noticeable. But you want to extend this up. If we use Lloyd's fun little place, you want to extend up until you're 1 block higher than the upper section. Which would be there. You can see here if I fly over, I'm 1 block above this. Boink. Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you got to bring each of those diagonals up to that height. That's the end of the part, though. If you don't care to stay, you can leave. But I'm going to chill for a minute and do some of this. I don't think I'm going to do all of it. Yeah. So next part, we'll actually start being able to work around doing that building that we marked at the end of last part. was kind of hoping to get there today, but too bad. And then we'll probably work all the way around, like, in a circle, and then get back to the start point. And then once we're back to the start point, we'll do the round 2 of going around, which is going to be all the outer, like, details. And then we'll do round 3, which will be the interior rooms. And then it's Lloyd's, like, theater. And then it'll be... what's the whole thing called? The whole Molly section? Landing pad's the one part, but what's the full thing? Oh my gosh. Jetstream Junction? I can't remember if that's the full thing or if that's the ride that's broken. Oh no, looks like Molly crashed into the ride again. How do you crash into a ride multiple times? And how does Rambler just accept that with such ease? He's like, yeah, no, it happened, you know? This 12th time this week. I don't think... He says a number, doesn't he? He says 6th, I think. Or 3rd. Oh, it's during the train ride, right? You only crashed into 6 barns this week or something. The game takes place on a Sunday, doesn't it? Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Right? Because it says the day of the week. In the... Like, at the beginning, when you're doing the sign-in thing. I don't know. I'm excited for Chapter 2, though. Hopefully it'll be soon. I would love if the second I finish this tutorial, it releases. Or is, you know, out. Then I can go straight into Building 2, and I won't have to be simultaneously doing both. Well, I mean, I guess more so I would say publicly released rather than anything else. This could get 3 parts a week at some point, by the way. Seeing as the amount of parts it's going to have. If I do 2 a week and it's 40 parts, that's 20 weeks, which is 140 days. So that's a lot of time. 3 a week for 40 parts would be 14 weeks? Not quite. Just over 13. Which is 91 days? About 90, I guess. Well, alternatively, I would just do... Is there an alternative? I don't think there is, actually. I think I did that right. Well, no, because I could do... No, I guess it would have to be by week. Because I don't have a, like, specific... It's by weekdays, not, like, every other day or something, you know? I don't know. Probably by this point, if it would be 3 a week, though, you would have had that. Because what is it? It's Sunday and Wednesday as of recording this, so I could throw in Friday. Once Badum is done. But then again, I already have it scheduled, so... then I have to reschedule all of it, and I don't want to do that. Oh, we'll see. I don't think it's particularly fun regardless. But then, like... I don't know. It's not really a winnable situation here. Anyway, that actually got really long because of this. We're almost there, though. Yeah, these are fun. I love diagonal buildings. In case you can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. Just why? You know what I mean? Just why? Why would you do this to me? Wonder how, like, long it would take if you slash fill the full thing, which is a block of stone bricks, and then use slash fill to shave off, like, rows. That'd be interesting. I don't think it would work, actually, because I was thinking, like, if you take the corner, and then... Well, no, I guess if you did the corner, because you go boink, 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 you know, you can do it like that, and it would work. It would take a while, but it might be faster, actually. I'd have to play with that one day. Anyway, once you're done, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 16 of Indigo Park Chapter 1 complete, I think. Yeah, we'll get this area looking a little bit better soon. Don't worry. It is very bare right now. We are at the bare bones of it, literally. Like, just look at it. But anyway, thank you guys who watched the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.